Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to Eight of Cups Tarot, and welcome to your mid-month love reading. It's a really quick energy check-in. I can't do these readings for very long, and actually it's a very funny story, but I had laid out the pick-a-pile reading for the week, picked all the cards, meditated on them, and then kind of walked away. I don't always look at the cards, right? So I walked away, and throughout the day, Spirit was like really hounding me, like, no, you got to do these relationship readings. And I'm like, there's no way I have time to do 12 additional readings this month. So here I am. I did not do the pick-a-pile reading. I'm not sure I'm going to get that out this week. If I don't, you will for sure see it next week. And hopefully these relationship readings will kind of fill you in between. Here's the thing. There's a lot going on planetary-wise. It's really talking about relationships. So I think this is why Spirit was really drawing me to do this. Right now, we still have Mars in retrograde. Kind of that frustrating energy, right? Especially because it's squaring Saturn. And as well, Venus is going to start squaring it. So, it's Saturn's kind of getting it from both ends. The masculine nor the feminine is real happy in this situation. Yet we're making tremendous growth. Jupiter is direct. We are being given gifts. Whether we realize it or not, things are happening to get us on our path. The whole cheesy 9 yards, seriously, like rejection is protection. It's just a lot of pieces are coming together. It might feel chaotic. It might feel frustrating. It might feel like, man, I just keep trying to go after this one thing and it's just not happening. I promise you in a couple of months, you'll understand why. But right now, it might be a time of surrender, right? Surrendering your ego at the very least, letting universe kind of handle things. We still have like 7 planets that are retrograde. So believe me, if you're looking for a proposal or a major job offer or this huge promotion or this big check, it's probably not going to happen, right? It's just probably not going to happen because right now we're growing through these frustrations. It might. I mean, Jupiter moved direct. Maybe. Most likely not. There's a push and pull going on. However, we have Venus in Leo, which means that we're wearing our hearts on our sleeves. Our desire is really important right now. And there's also a desire to be seen. So if you're with a partner who is non-responsive, who's kind of cold or unemotional, that's probably not going to cut it for a Venus in Leo, A Venus in Leo kind of really wants to be in love, wants to announce it and make it public, So then we also have Mercury in Libra. And Mercury in Libra is kind of this energy of balancing, understanding other people's needs, understanding you're not the only person. And it's opposing that Mars. It's opposing that Mars energy, that frustration energy. So there's like almost a gift. And then the sun is also going to move into Libra and kind of balance that out. So there's a softening here. And on top of it, the star of the show is this new moon in Virgo, which is such a fertile energy. It's such a healing, cleaning out energy. This is where we begin to master our communication. We begin to master our priorities. There's so much discernment, but it's so graceful and there's so much strength behind it. And yet there is also a low vibrational form of Virgo, which can be really, really critical on ourselves and on others. The need to, it's kind of where you always feel like you're not ready, you're not good enough, you don't know enough. It's proofreading the same thing 450 times and just not wanting to put it out there when you should just get it out, And then we move into this Libra energy of balance, of the yin and the yang, of the masculine and the feminine, which is exactly what Saturn's doing right now. It's balancing out that masculine and that feminine, whether we like it or not. So, okay, let's take a journey. Let's take a look at your cards, Scorpio. On the left-hand side will be your energy. I will read your person's energy on the right, and there's an energy between you guys, which will appear in between the cards. Now, it can come in vice versa. So if you're resonating more with this side of the reading, and especially for my cross watchers, feel free to reverse it as needed. These are very general readings. They may not resonate with everyone. I do recommend that you view both your moon sign and your Venus sign as well, especially for love readings, because it does hone in more on the energy of your emotions and your desires. Okay, let's get started. Scorpios. What's going on for my Scorpios? The Fool. Temperance. And the Three of Wands. Two of Cups. Six of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. 10 of Cups. Wow, lots and lots of love. Three of Swords. Okay. Definitely some different energies coming out, which is indicative of the time. Your overall energy, bottom of the deck, is the Four of Wands. Stability, celebration, oftentimes my marriage card. Could be talking about a marriage. We could be thinking about proposing or getting married. Okay, Scorpio, your energy is that of the Fool. This is taking that leap of faith. I love this because you're not carrying a lot of baggage with you. You seem to be coming from a really good place emotionally. Really healed. I want to say healed for some reason. There's a big emphasis intuitively on the word healed. Dropping the old emotional baggage, dropping the old failures. They weren't, not even viewing them as failures. You know, the Fool is kind of like, well, I like the good things and the bad things. I like everything, you know. The Fool can come off a little naive because you're not remembering past hurts or past betrayals. So you're not assuming those things are going to happen again. There's a Three of Wands on the other person's energy. Three of Wands is that of waiting, of manifesting. Your ships are coming in. Your desires are being met. That's a very beautiful, I like it. It's always my Sag card to me because it's kind of like that archer, right? It's kind of like shooting that arrow at what seems to be almost impossible, and yet right on target. You get exactly what you want, you know. And in between is the Temperance. There's alchemy here. Things are getting worked out. It feels like you've done a lot of work to get to this place of the Fool, to get to this place where you're willing to take a leap of faith. You're willing to make a commitment. And it looks like this person has put in a lot of time and a lot of patience, Temperance, knowing and having faith that this would somehow come through. Really nice energy right there. Underneath the Fool is the Two of Cups. That's two people coming together. Love. There's love here. It is a soulmate connection at the least. That's how you feel about this. Your person is coming out as a Two of Pentacles. All right, so here's where things get tricky, and it doesn't have to be all that tricky. And we're going to pull cards to clarify. I'll be able to get a little deeper into the story. But Two of Pentacles, your person seems to be feeling like, oh my God, is this too good to be true, right? Two of Pentacles, can I trust this? I don't know if I could trust this or not. Wanting to invest, being on the fence, which sounds weird because they've been wanting this. They've been waiting for this. But if it's been a long time coming, they started to wonder, you know, why isn't this company coming? Why isn't this happening? If you look, this person's looking out into the distance, and although it seems barren, it seems bare, it's full of possibilities, right? And now this person with the Two of Pentacles, meaning there's real possibilities. These are real things that he's holding in his hand. And he's going back and forth, and if you could see, there's like really turbulent water ahead, meaning that of their emotions, really up and down with their emotions. This could just be somebody who's battling the blues a little bit, feeling a little discouraged. Like I said, there's a do I believe in this? Do I trust this? Can I allow this to happen? Is this too good to be true kind of feeling? I don't see it as anything that's going to really break the relationship apart. You've got the Two of Cups and the Ace of Cups. So this is all about an offer of love, an offer of commitment. This is unconditional love. And I like that I picked up intuitively this kind of imbalanced emotions here. And, you know, Ace of Cups is that unconditional love where you love somebody even through the tough times. You love somebody even when they're not at their best. Now, that does not mean that we allow anybody to be emotionally or physically abusive to us. We're not into codependent, toxic relationships. I'm not saying to excuse bad behavior. But sometimes people get emotional. People get a little raw. People get a little rough around the edges. Things happen to make us feel insecure. Sometimes the universe just kind of knocks us around a little so that we can remember how we feel. And I think you're coming from a place of offering stability, offering understanding, offering love and acceptance unconditionally when this person isn't at their best, when this person might be, you know, maybe they do have the blues, maybe they're going through a rough time emotionally. Now I say that because there is a Three of Swords underneath that Two of Pentacles. Now this could represent disappointment and heartbreak, of course. But I think that's what this person's juggling between. I just noticed a whole nother story, and I'll go over it with you in a second. But if you look at these cards in a different direction, you've got this Two of Pentacles, which is somebody who's juggling what they want and desire against past experience. Maybe you have hurt this person in the past, or just maybe they've been through some stuff, right? And although they want this really, really bad, there's a part of them, there's pieces of them that says, don't even try it because it's just going to lead to heartbreak again. Do you really want to break your own heart again? When I look at your energy in that direction, you seem to be wanting to offer this connection. And you're in a place where you want to take this leap of faith. I mean, there's no doubt your energy is really directed towards love, allowing love into your life. And in between Temperance is the Ten of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. It just means that there's a rebalancing here. There's a rebalancing of emotions. You may become more emotionally invested and moved this week. And it's thank God, because the other person may not. The other person might be having a rough week. And so you get to be the rock this week. You get to be the person that keeps it together. And with love, it's not a burden. This is not a burden. This is with your heart, that you're truly there for somebody. Now, maybe this does represent a friend of yours that's going through a heartbreak, and you're really there for them unconditionally. And I think it's important to note with that Six of Pentacles, it's always my card to remind me that what you give to others, you will receive in return. There's always a time to give and there's always a time to take. And right now seems to be the time to give of yourself to this person. Now let's clarify the Fool. 15 minutes already, huh? Scorpio, this is a really beautiful reading. I feel like you're in a really good place. Ace of Cups again. And the World, you want to start a new cycle in love. My God, just all over the place. The World often represents the womb. Sometimes I pick up the World card as pregnancy because you see there's literally somebody in a womb, right? In a circle. It could mean that there's a pregnancy involved here. It could also represent starting a new cycle in which you feel safe in this relationship, safe to express love towards someone else, safe to receive love. You know, like I said, you're coming out with this element of being like really healed, really healthy, really in a place where you love yourself, and so you could offer love to someone else. Let's get some cards on this Three of Wands. Queen of Wands, King of Cups. Okay. Really desiring for something to happen, but going through a time when you kind of have to be emotionally strong, not letting other people's stuff rock you, right? King of Cups is always it's intelligent mastery. Emotional mastery. So not taking things so personally, being patient, being able to be of unconditional love. This Queen of Wands was desiring for someone to love them, to take care of them, to provide, not financially, but emotionally. You know, they want to feel safe as well. You two are really coming out in very similar energy. Let's pull some cards on the Temperance. Nine of Swords and the Emperor. Nine of Swords is a worry. Maybe something about that. Oh, well, okay. So if you're going through a pregnancy, this might put you in a place of feeling really vulnerable and having a lot of anxiety. It's okay. Yeah, man, I picked up on that strong. Yeah. And the Emperor is somebody who, yeah, you're definitely like needing to take care of somebody, like to step up and take care of somebody. Definitely, no doubt about it. Let's take a look at this Two of Cups. Seven of Pentacles and the Sun. You planted a seed and it's bringing you immense happiness. Man, there's just so much fertility all over this reading. If you are not wanting to get pregnant, please be careful. The Hermit, Seven of Wands, and Temperance. Yeah, this person's been waiting a long time, I feel like. Yeah. This person's been waiting a long time to receive this kind of love from you. Now, the Hermit is always indicates to me that they knew they were on the right path. They were being guided. Seven of Wands is that of creation, and Temperance, meaning it's alchemy. It's all a process. They're learning how to allow this to come in. But they're going to do it. They're going to trust this. They will. Four of Wands. Five of Wands. You're over here wanting commitment to make it official. And this person's kind of like, oh my God, you know, Five of Wands is always like my headache card. maybe a lot of fighting. This person might be like, you're in this place where you're like really loving this person. This person's maybe like biting your head off all the time or arguing with you all the time because they seem a little bit unstable with their emotions at this time. Now, if this is referring to somebody who is pregnant, their emotions might kind of be like all over the place. And so you kind of really need to be like this emotional rock for them as they go through this. Yeah, and kind of give them, it's almost, this is so specific, but it's almost as if, you know, it's going to be worth it. It's going to bring you so much happiness. This is just a bump in the road. 5 of Wands. It's not a crisis. It's not a, oh my God, I can't be with this person. I can't do this. Oh my God, we're going to break up. This is never going to work out. No. 5 of Wands is like irritations. It's like somebody leaving their dishes in the sink instead of putting it in the dishwasher, you know, leaving dirty socks on the floor. Like that's my 5 of Wands. It's like, oh my God, seeing all these little things and making a mountain out of a molehill. And you're kind of over here, Scorpio, and picking up your energy as this person who's gonna love them anyways, kind of gonna hug them through it. Being really unconditionally loving towards this person because you're protecting them. Ace of Cups, 9 of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so 9 and 9. I'm picking up on feeling the need to achieve so that you could provide. This Knight of Pentacles, I don't know, man. That's really determined energy. Determined energy to make an offer, to make something solid, to take something to the next level. Knight of Pentacles is often my proposal card. So you may really be considering proposing to this person. However, because things are kind of like this, like up and down, you may be a little worried, like worried that you might get rejected. It's okay. You won't. Take a look at this 3 of Swords. Ace of Wands, 6 of Swords. Let me take a look at this 10 of Cups. Ten of Wands and the Magician. Okay. If you are thinking about proposing and then all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, well, like we're not even getting along. We're fighting all the time. This isn't going to work. I can't do this. I'm going to warn you that this is kind of Mars in retrograde. This is just kind of like, it's just a really hard time. People are having a hard time with impulse control. People are having a hard time kind of finding their grace. Hopefully this Virgo new moon will help. But for this time period, maybe just hold off. Don't make any big decisions or any big moves. Like I said, the most perfect energy in this reading is that you are kind of remaining emotionally stable and offering unconditional love and understanding to somebody that you love very much, that you are protecting. And I think there's a reason, because this person is clearly going through a lot of stuff emotionally. They're like really up and down where they are with what they want. Now, they want you and they want to feel loved by you. They want to feel taken care of. They want to feel nurtured by you. And I think you're doing that. And they're just in a place where they're not sure where this is going to go. And I just feel like vulnerability all over this, like fear that they are so vulnerable. And that Three of Swords with the Ace of Wands and the Six of Swords is kind of like this in-between place where you're like, oh my God, either we're going to go all in or I'm going to run away from this. And I just feel like it's all over the place. It's up and down. Do we go after this or do we walk away? Your 10 of Cups is clarified by the 10 of Wands and the Magician. It's going to happen. It may not happen this month. It may not be the perfect time, but the perfect time is coming. There are still things that we're working on. 10 of Wands. It's going to be hard. This journey is not going to be easy. This person may really push you right now. Really push you to the edge. They may push you to want to leave. Yet, I think your intentions are that of the Magician, that you could do this. You can make this happen. It's like that final push towards your goal and your destination. And it's the hardest one. Right? It's that last mile of that marathon where you just feel like your body just cannot take it anymore. And yet there is a breakthrough. And I think you two are going to have a breakthrough. When I see this Magician card, I'm always reminded that right now things are just at the surface. It's just the beginning, and there's so much more to see and do and learn with this Magician. There's so much more to this story. So do not waste time and energy thinking this is over, it's not going to work out just because of where things are right now. The Fool. You are best served this month in kind of keeping, staying naive, staying unaffected, not taking things personally, right? That might be your best attempt of survival this month. It will get better. I promise you it will get better. All right, Scorpio. Don't forget to like, share, or subscribe the video. It helps the channel grow. And I will see you very soon. Have a great month. Lots of love. Bye.